Welcome to something special and rare. It's number 1 versus number 2. These kind of matchups become part of college football history. The entire landscape looking in on this game today. Will we get something special? And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Crumstree. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And it's a bunch formation. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. To get him down, but the gain moves the ball up with the 36.
And just like that, this offense is out of the gate. What a way to get this game started. Obviously, they have a premier receiver, found a one-on-one matchup, and in the first play of the game, they take advantage of it.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Second down play coming up. He's going to take off here. The ball is loose. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Makes the ground. It's Williams. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications, Kirk. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position for that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. We're in the back 9 of the season. Let's see who can win this one and claim to be that most dominant team.
Caught near the sideline. It's Meadows. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Here's the option play. He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And we're able to get him down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Dropping back. It's Dampier. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Runner moving left. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Running back has it on a screen now. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the 1st down mark.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. That's caught. It's Tatum. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that froze the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a 1st down.
Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
He keeps it on the design run. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, they come out of that nickel package, and the move pays off. Gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
Last time had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Looking for his big tight end. Gets laid down the left side, an explosive play. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. Using his legs, it's Gibson.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. Fourth and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on fourth down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Now someone moved this a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. Straight down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. Out there to start a new drive from the 21. And the runner takes off to his right. Breaking free at the 35. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
To throw, it's Manning. Catch made over the middle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's got room to run. He's past the marker and still going. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down. He just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
Longhorns are in the red zone. Here's the toss play. Runner gets outside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. Defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it 2nd down and 14 here. Caught near the goal line. Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2.
Chris, to me, it looked like the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the ball from the time he got the snap. His receiver does a nice job of creating separation almost immediately on that corner route.
Longhorns line up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
PAT gives him a 7-6 lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off with some nice positive yards.
They're going to run the option. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Oh, man, what a read here by this quarterback. You know, he's trying to keep it himself until the defense takes him away. Good job of pitching it. And how about the skill guys on this offense? Can they cover some ground? Great pickup for this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Dampier. He escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. With the catch, it's Porton. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Back in motion now. Third down play here out of the shotgun. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Boy, 3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for 4th down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down. This drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He's going to take off. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
The tied offense line up here on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Quarterback keeps the football. Rolls into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things the defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to put it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run in the previous play. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. A chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Important 2nd down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Manning. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Drop him back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Bringing pressure. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. The Longhorns will line up to kick it away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. To be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
Here we go. Do the show. Right.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's gone. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. From the shotgun, it's handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that 1st and 2nd level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
To the air, it's Dampier. Grab down the middle, it's Williams. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up 1st down at the 15.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a ball, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. The receiver makes the catch. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. This will likely be the last play of the half. Dropping back, it's Manning. He's got it with room to run. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. Texas offense comes back out on the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. Shreds the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you've got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. It's Manning. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. On the move now. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. Looks like a player is down injured. Play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second and long for this offense after the sack. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
But these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target, yet hit as he knew as the 3rd down pressure works. Longhorns will have to pick this away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Alabama offense onto the field. Scanning the field. It's Dampier. Moves out of the pocket. Look out. Room to run here. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid game. Getting closer to midfield now.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He escapes the pocket. They're going to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Dampier. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. On the move now. Escapes the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as you try to keep the drive going. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Send the back in motion. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. The shotgun run. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Dampier. Caught over the middle. It's Hale. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. So out comes the field goal team one more time. This kicker has been busy today. He's made 3 already.
kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. We're going to go with the wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. 0 running route. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking for his big tight end. And he's intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway was a huge play for this defense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Looking for a gap. It's Young. They get him down to the junior with an excellent run there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looks like he's going to run it. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Receiver in motion now. Looking downfield. It's Dampier. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good, right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Caught in the backfield. It's Tatum.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. And it's good for a first down to the 36. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Pulls it in. It's Hudson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Manning. Moves out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. Caught by the receiver. And he gets out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Jukes, the defender, gets brought down after a solid game.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Baxter. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He escapes the pocket. He'll try a pass here. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it on the move. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. The Longhorns will hustle to the line here to run the hurry out. Back to throw, it's Manning. Grab behind the line, it's Baxter. Touchdown, Longhorns. Great connection there for 6 points.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Porton. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Grinding away with a running game. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Fires it to the wideout. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Uh-oh, Chris. Here we go. We have ourselves a situation. Great job by this defense. Still within a possession of this game. Get the interception. Now you've got a chance to tie this game.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Gonna run it. It's Baxter. First out and more. He's still running.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. He's picked for a third time tonight. Breaks into the open. Now the 40. Inside the 20. All the way back for a score. Touchdown.
What a job by the defensive coordinator and the execution of this defense. Everybody's covered downfield, nowhere for the quarterback to go, and they get pressure on him. The ball's in the air, and a great awareness to be able to come down with the interception and take it all the way to the house.
An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Set up at the 16. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. To the air. It's Manning. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They're going to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air. They move the 6, but hurry to the line here on first down now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Caught behind the line. It's Tatum. They bring him down after a short gain there. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back. Pressure is coming. He lets it go on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. On the move now. It's a deep shot right down the middle. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. He's bringing it back. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, the offense just cannot afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the defense calls time to stop the clock with just 16 seconds left. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Trying to find room. It's Young. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And the defense signals time here with just 13 seconds left on the clock.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Back to throw. It's Dampier. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaking free at midfield.
Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
Offense gets a fresh set of downs. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation.